you can see everybody. So welcome everybody to this spiritual development webinar. It's our first one of 2020. It's changed up a little. We've gone over onto Zoom because Facebook has changed some of its functions. But we've been working the kinks out. I'm glad we started ahead of time just to get used to this format. Welcome to everyone who's joined us. Welcome so much to Susan Wilkinson-Cox, who I am interviewing. I found Susan online a few years ago whilst I was searching for a Reiki healer, hypnotherapist for my mum. And I've got pretty good spidey senses for my Googleizing. I know how to find people online. It doesn't take me long. And lo and behold, Google took me straight to Susan. She's got this awesome website, mindingthesoul.co.uk. It was like a breath of fresh air, and chatting with her, you know, I knew exactly she was the right person to work with my mum. She did a great job with her, and this is going back quite a few years now, 5 or 6 years, and we've just remained in contact ever since. And I've very much enjoyed watching Susan grow and evolve and all the different things that she does with her business. I'm inspired by how motivational she is, and how much time she puts into her mind, body and spirit. And I'm just all into these authentic people that are, you know, walking their talk, taking care of all these 3 areas of our mind, body, spirit, health. And Susan's definitely been way up there. So I was really excited at the opportunity to be able to connect with her in this way and share her with everybody here, to let you know what an awesome job this lady's doing and what a great journey she's been on. Some of the services that she offers include hypnotherapy, Reiki, life coaching, soul plan readings, mindfulness meditation, holistic counselling, EFT and matrix reimprinting. And Susan is based in Rochester, Kent, UK, which is where I'm originally from. So where all my family are there and all my friends, and she's in my hood. So any of my friends in Kent and surrounding areas, don't miss out on Susan. Make sure you bookmark her website at the very least, or head over to her Facebook page, give it a like. Once all this craziness is over, she'll be ready for her face-to-face sessions. But I know that she does offer her service over Skype, the phone, Zoom. She's absolutely not bound by time or space or distance or anything like that. And I do encourage you to check out her Facebook page because she has some really wonderful daily videos and inspirations. So there's my 2 pence worth. Welcome, and thank you for being here with us all today. Is there anything that you'd like to add to that intro about you?
Well, I'll give you my vocal business card, shall I? But I feel very humbled by those lovely words. I will just basically reiterate that working with your mother was an absolute delight. And getting to know her over all these years and still being in contact is really something dear to my heart. Amazing lady, amazing transformations. And obviously not without your interjection, of course. But all of those things you've said to me are absolutely correct. But recently, as we always are, as kind of people, is we're always evolving, always looking to grow, always looking to bend that next corner to find the right way. And where our mistakes take place, then we just take another take. And I'm a bit like that. So I've been doing a lot of work on my business ready for a relaunch, but of course that's been put on hold. So all of those things are things that I do and the tools that are in my box. But I'm a holistic intuitive coach. And I work with the feeling body very much. And this has evolved. It's not just happened overnight, it's evolved. And I help people to reconnect, heal past trauma and buried pain. Really so that they can live, so that they can see things in the reality of how things are, because we often don't. and they can make better choices, live a better, healthy life. And that's really my goal in a nutshell, using all of those modalities. And so when I work with people, I could use one or all of those, depending where we are. But slowly, as we know with all modalities, there's a thread that runs through all of them that really connects them. And I feel through that thread that I've found through doing different ones, they sort of tend to blend. And that's why I've come to this point where I'm working very much with the feeling body. So that's me.
Wonderful. And you're also a mother, and I know that you also use your intuitive, your intuitive side with your work as well. Because like me, we have this toolbox, but we're not really focused on any one particular tool. It's tuning into that particular person that you're with and finding out what they need.
Absolutely. I mean, I do have, I should tell you a little bit about my family, because then I'll tell you about my intuitive side, really, just a sort of side that I keep separate, not for any reason other than just keeping things in line. But yeah, I am a mother. I'm a mother of 3 girls, all beautiful girls, I think, 25, 22, and 18. So I did originally think they're going to grow. My last one's going. They've got their money that they saved for them. They've got their cars, or they can travel the world and do what they want. And then now I found I'm free. I can start traveling. I can do the things I want to do. I don't have to worry about them. But oh my God, I feel my life is morphing into my friend's life. Who keep saying, "Why do you do so much for your children? They're still grown up. Let them get on with it." I go back to being pre-mother, and it's just like help every day. It's like, "Oh, you cooking Sunday lunch? Shall we pop over? I'm missing you," and I'm feeling like, oh, first I was sort of smothering, but now I just thought, let me embrace it and go with the flow. And it's sort of settled down. So it's quite lovely, really. So yeah, with my girls, it has been a journey with them. I didn't always get it right as a mother, but I've learned. One of the reasons I came into learning about mindfulness is I was trained to be, at the Holistic Healing College, I was training to be a holistic practitioner. And me and my eldest daughter, then we got to the point where we were practically fist fighting. It was just our relationship, I thought, had been like that. And I got to the point this day in the bathroom, and I thought, I can't do this anymore. I just can't do it. Something has to change, and I have to be the change that I need to see. So in any of my work or any of my groups or workshops or talk, you'll always hear me say, be the change you want to see. And I mean that, and I've lived it and I've bred it. So I then discovered mindfulness after really looking it up for a friend, and I started to take the course. It changed my life so profoundly, and I am kidding you not, it's absolutely changed my life. And so then I decided I wanted to become a mindfulness teacher, and as it affected my life because I was that change, it then rippled down to my children and my then husband. But I had to ask for their help in allowing me to stop being that snappy, cantankerous woman. And really, I would speak and I wouldn't even think. It was so tactless. It was painful for other people. So I had to do a lot of learning on myself, and I did it, and it really has worked. And I continue with that, and that's why I teach mindfulness meditation. It moved me so much, without a shadow of a doubt. And in all of this process, or before this process, I have this intuitive ability, and this has not got to do with my ability. I don't use it with my clients, but it's almost sometimes I feel it. I don't see it or hear it, I feel it. So when my journey started, which we'll talk about in a bit, I realized that I was a psychic medium. So that comes into play on a very separate platform. But equally, I wouldn't say my guides, spirits coming to me when I'm working with people, but sometimes intuitively, it's almost like this feeling grabs me, or they drop the words or the answers in my head. And it's so far away from what I planned, I just go with it. And it's what that person needs to hear, know, or understand, because often when we work, it doesn't matter what they say, what they've been living with, and we can say, people can't often see what is going on with them, but if you learn to put it into their language, or a modality that they understand, the penny drops, and that's when the healing begins.
Right.
So quite amazing. So yes, quite a journey.
Yes, and yeah, I'm resonating with so much of it, and I'm sure that others will as well. I think that it's usually some kind of trauma or stress that kind of pushes us to go within and to seek these modalities. And also for myself, you know, the meditation and mindfulness, the power of now is the foundation of everything that I am. Every time I have to restart, back to mindfulness, back to being present, back to being in the now, back to meditations. And then, like you said, there's this ripple effect that starts happening now. You need not say anything or do anything, just do those meditations, get mindful, and everything starts kind of shifting with you.
Definitely.
So, how did your spiritual journey begin? Which is strange. It's a strange question and hard to answer. I understand, because for so many of us, you know, how can you calculate when all of this began? We're talking about many lifetimes. And also, you know, as children, many of us are aware and then kind of lose it a little bit along the way and then pick it up. But we all have our own little kind of stories that we have. I'm just wondering, where does yours begin?
It's funny that I did kind of write a few little notes thinking, hold on, how am I going to answer that question? So I'm going to answer it, I think, with lots of little stories. I think that's the best way.
Okay,
So,
well, I like stories.
so growing up, I'm from up north, and the north of England, that is. And I grew up with my mother and 5 other siblings and my stepfather. I didn't know my father at this point. And life wasn't easy, it was quite tough. But my belief now is that all us spiritual people, you know, there's challenges that we're faced with that I think help us grow and become the people we're meant to be. So that was quite challenging. I didn't always have what I wanted. But I used to often take myself off into my mind with this imaginary little girl doing the things that she wanted to do. And I'd always busy myself out of the house, avoiding being given a smack or whatever it happens to be. And I remember being on a bus. I was about 9. I was going to my aunt's, and I had a little blue vanity box. And I'd sit on the bus on the top deck, and I would just imagine that I had this beautiful house, my own business. I'd have children, and my fridge was full of food. It's true. And what I realised many years later is that little girl created her reality through the law of attraction. See? And during that time, when there was just my mum and my uncle in the house, we would talk about spiritual things. And I didn't quite understand them, but we would talk about the cards and we'd always read the horoscopes. And then I learned that my uncle was actually a triplet. And in those days, you know, they were born with a sheaf over them, which we all are. And they would take the sheaf, they would dry it, and they would give it to the sailors to go out to sea. And he had this gift of reading the playing cards. So we would just dabble with things. So this all kind of started, and I was just more and more and more intrigued, just knowing, and I would get lots of premonitions, things that would come true later on. And then I would start to get involved with, when I could, um, I got this urge that I really wanted to go to church. I was christened in the church, but we never went to church when we met my stepfather because he was an atheist. So I just wanted to be confirmed so much. I went to the church, I studied the book. Somehow, I didn't get confirmed until I was 36 years of age. I still don't go to church, but I felt I had to do that. I don't know why. In between all of this, I started to go to the Spiritualist Church in Preston, which is where I'm from, and I grew deeper and deeper. And I was invited to workshops, many workshops, and I was invited to watch trans mediums and things like that. And so I deepened into it. I got all the books. Later on, I moved to London to be with my brother, and I found this book. I'll share it with you. We all know this book, Louise Hay.
Yeah, I love that one.
Then I opened it, and it said that I bought this in 1988. I do have a newer version, which is one just now, but I have that one, and it kind of made me smile. And I thought about that journey because that was when I moved to London to be with my brother, same father but a different, same mother, same father, different mother. And so we really got to know each other. And he was so spiritual. He dragged me to every Louise Hay workshop there was in London, you know, anybody that's going to speak from America on a spiritual nature, and really got me involved and really got my mind racing. And what this taught me when I got this book is that um, the probable emotional cause is um, of our physical ailments really are due to emotional pain. So I started to explore that, not knowing that it would bring me to where I am today. Um, and so with that, I started to heal myself. I started to go into counselling and realised that at that point when I was in London, I didn't tell anybody because I was too embarrassed. I just didn't know what was going on. But I was crying, I was upset, I was embarrassed, I felt guilt, I felt shame. All of these feelings that I couldn't put a name on then. So I thought, you know what? I was due to go to America to see my sister in South Carolina, actually not very far away from you, Myrtle Beach.
No.
Uh,
Oh.
and yeah, so I thought I need to get myself cleared a bit. So I joined a group at a clinic in Harley Street, which sounds posh, but it's not. And there was about 20 in this group. And I sat in that group, and there was people that were addicted to coke, gambling, sex, all sorts of array of people. But I felt at home. I didn't have the sex, I didn't have the gambling, but I didn't have the addiction. But there was something in that that made me feel at home and resonated so much with me. And it was a safe place for me to offload. Um, and that really started the counselling, but I didn't know. I just left it there. And then I went to live in France. So what's this before? I think I went to live in France before. There was a time in France when me and my brother had been meditating. So it must have been before because I went to America afterwards. And we kept meditating lots, lots. Then we found that when we was meditating together, he would be picking up the same thing as me, colours, shapes, vibrations. And then I went to live in France, Paris for a year. And I thought, I have nothing to do, I have no friends. I'm going up to my bedroom and I'm going to sit and I'm going to meditate and meditate. And astral travel was the thing. So I sat there one night and I was reading all these books and I astral traveled to my brother's bedroom twice. And I was hovering over the bed and I went, oh my God, he's changed the bedroom. Can I live with him? He's changed the bedroom around and he's got a new lover. You know, so I literally ran down the stairs the following morning and I told him, and he felt me in the room. So this started to confirm to me there is something more, you know. And then going to the spiritual church with him, things started to sort of, you know, build and build and build with me. And and this kind of happened. Then you get married and settle down, you start to have your children. And even though I was reading a lot, I didn't really sort of get back to my spiritual roots other than by reading and meditating. So then later on, I kept saying, to him, why don't you go and do some of these practices that you keep talking about? By this time, I had a successful international conference business that brought me a lot of money, but the recession hit again, and I just thought, I don't want to struggle doing this anymore. I'm up every day and night, hustling all the time. And he said, do something, do something. I'll give him his due, supportive in that way. So I started my journey with Reiki. And the healing I found was quite profound with this. And then I went into other sort of modalities, like I went into holistic um, counselling, which was great. And from that, there was different modalities introducing you to lots of different things. And then I went on to, from that, to be advanced EFT and matrix practitioner, which I love that work. Then obviously the mindfulness meditation, and then the hypnotherapy, and all of these things just came in together. And seems, and I'm sure other people listening can resonate with this, it seems like through all of these modalities that I've learned, I seem to have formed my own sort of crescendo of a therapy, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
I can't give you an amazing, I met somebody along the road and they gave me this. It seems
No.
they've come to me in bits that's brought me where I am today. And I'll be honest with you, at the beginning when I started, and then the soul plan was profound as well. Amazing. You've not got a soul plan, get a soul plan. Incredible. But yeah, when all these came together at the beginning, I was thinking, am I doing the right thing? am I? And I just let go. And the reason I let go is because I became very, very ill. And I wasn't really being my true, authentic self. And I started to projectile vomiting. I got a pain to the right side of my chest. And then I found it difficulty breathing. And then finally, I still wouldn't listen to my body and do the work that I was meant to do. So I collapsed off a step at step aerobics. And I phoned my then psychic teacher and I said, Jane, what's happened? She said, you know, tell me. So I said, I think they stopped me, so I have to concentrate on this work. And I was out for 3 months, and all I did was focus on this work, and it all came together. That's really, they were just talking to me, and I wasn't listening, you know. And this is ends the feeling body. You see?
Right, right, right. And exactly the same thing. My body did this exact same thing. Was working in London, earning, you know, great money, but boy oh boy did I have to work for my money, and you know, the lifestyle of being in London. I knew I didn't want it, but I wasn't willing to make that choice. Right, I'm going to just stop today and start focusing on what interests me. It was my body that went, you know what? You're not going to move. You're not going to move. I'm going to leave you in bed for months and you can think about this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
And and it turns you on to whole. So, I mean, yeah, that generally is what happens, as Louise Hay has taught us, is that when we're not listening to that intuitive voice within us, and just ignoring what's in our heart, it builds up as these physical blockages that happen in different areas of your body, depending on where your particular restriction is, where your particular challenging area is, you know. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know,
yeah,
they say that, you know, we say illness is not just a symptom of something. The symptom is our body telling us that something is wrong, and we don't listen to that. And I'm not just talking a symptom of dis-ease, I'm talking emotional symptoms as well. You know, and sort of where do they come from, and how do we just know some things? It's so important that we just really start to engage. I know one of your questions is about the body, mind, spirit, but it's so important that we actually start to listen to ourselves, because our body does talk to us. And what happens is, a lot of people, as we grow up, we get involved in the material world, you know, the gaining things, the ego, all these types of things, and we think we have to have, and do, rather than simply be still and listen. And we would all be in a much better place and far better health if we would actually just learn to listen to our bodies and ourselves and trust. Because trust was the big thing with me. That's why I became ill, because I wasn't trusting it. I felt silly. I felt embarrassed. I thought, what if they let me down? But the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, the power, never let me down. Never, ever let me down. And to the point, I went to do a workshop, a health and body, and I was doing 3 talks on various different things. And the last one, for some reason, it hadn't gone onto my slideshow. I only had 2 slides. And as the workshop had gone on through the day, they gained momentum. And so when I started with about 15 people, then I got 25, and then I had 50 people trying to cram into the room for this last talk. And I felt very, very pleased, but I felt, whoa, when I looked at the slide, I went, oh my good gosh, what am I going to do? And I literally did this. I said, somebody up there is going to have to help me. And I said, I've got 2 slides, whatever it was. I said, and that's it. And I told them, I was honest with them, and I opened my mouth, and to this day, I don't know what came out of it, but how it ended was a standing ovation. So I just trusted, but I don't remember any of it. So I think
it's all about.
but yeah, so I just think we have to listen to what our body is telling us, and I think we have to go with the flow. And I think if we could learn to do that, whether that is through mindfulness, meditation, stillness, whatever you want to call it, it begins there, in my opinion. Then we would be so much further forward, so much healthier, and so much clearer, not bogged down and clogged down with obviously everything that gets in the way of our true self, our true authentic self, without a shadow of a doubt.
And yeah, that kind of melds into my next question, which was, why do you feel it's important for us to nurture our mind, body, and spirits? It's kind of been a thing that's come up for me a lot over the last several years now, that these three things seem like you can't leave any particular one off, you know?
Yeah, no, I get that. My opinion, and it's only my opinion, this is a body. And this body, as far as I'm concerned, is a body that we are using to facilitate this lifetime here. And I believe that, you know, in each life we interchange, being mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, but we have a set of souls that actually remain with us. They just take on different roles based on their life experiences. So I believe we come down, we borrow this body, find the perfect height, shape, size, colour, and everything I need to be, and born in exactly the right place with the right parents. And our job within this body, our soul, our spirit, whatever you want to call it, is residing within this. And that spirit, to me, is always connected a little bit of us to the divine, and the rest is here. So there's constant communication from up to into us, and then out into our minds to tell us what we need to know. And we have a functioning body. So this functioning body, in order for us to do the job that we have to do in this lifetime, has to be nurtured and has to be fed. We cannot possibly do the work or learn the lessons that we need to learn in this lifetime if we are not nurturing this physical body. We need air, we need laughter, we need people, we need love, we need food and nourishment and water, you know, without a shadow of a doubt. So that's important just for the physical aspect of us, because obviously I don't know the percentage, somebody can correct me, but we're probably looking like about 70% water anyway. So, you know, we need all that nourishment within us. So I think that's how we have to nurture our body. I think that's why it's important, because we're here to do a job. Okay, the mind, definitely. Our mind is a learning tool. We're learning in order that our spirit can take on this information and take it through to wherever we need to go, that we can help people. So, for example, you and I'm sure a lot of people here, are known as what I call service souls. So if we are service souls, then we have to learn, we have to remember, we have to keep our mind open and receptive and our body open so that we can hear what our soul is saying and taking the information from the books, you know, from each other. From this, I'm learning from you, or you're learning from me and the ladies and gentlemen that are here as well. So I think it is highly important, because if we do not nurture that mind, that body and that soul, our minds and our bodies want to learn. And we say, how do our bodies learn? Of course they learn. You know, our body learns to walk. We'd always say if we were walking around crawling on our hands and knees. So our bodies learn. We learn to write. We learn to run. We learn to do gymnastics, whatever we learn to do with our bodies. But our mind has got to feed that into us. You know, it doesn't matter if you don't conceive it and believe it, you can't do it. But if you can keep your mind clear and you can learn these new things and become accepting of those new things, quite amazing things can happen to us and our journey in this lifetime. So for purity, for clarity, for knowledge, for advancement, for that evolution of our mind, body and spirit, absolutely. You feed one, you feed them all positively. You know how much you feel. I mean, I could have been away from now, but before this time last year, I was running a lot quicker, I was doing a lot more exercise, you know, and I felt absolutely great. And then in turn, everything is starting to fall into place with me. You know, my mind was quicker, and I deepened at the same time into my spirituality, because I was feeding all three sides, you know. So I hope that makes sense what I'm saying, but absolutely.
I do. I really, the same thing happened with yoga for me. Everybody knows how much I talk about yoga, but you know, the difference was just so life changing. You know, to actually really take care of that part of me, to be able to also marry it with my meditation and my spirit, my spirit side, to set intentions with this practice and things like that, also was amazingly beneficial. So I feel like for me, yoga is what ticks all three in one go.
Yeah.
You know, but I also like to separately do meditations. I also separately like to do other things that nurture my spirit as well. But yeah,
And as I
really.
said before about the thread, so even though I'd done all these different things, it came to me, certainly when I was doing my clinical hypnotherapy, and I thought, just when I was in class one day, I was just sat and I thought, wow. And I immediately connected the dots with the soul plan, with the holistic, with the healing, the counseling, with the EFT, with the matrix. I could just see that same thread going through the cloth, and I went, well, this is all the same. All it is, it's just spoken in a different language because we resonate with different things. So yours might be yoga, mine could just be meditation, it could be EFT, it could be whatever it happens to be, and somebody else is the same. So yeah, I think we've got to find something and not try and convince somebody that ours is better than theirs, but just to know that we're on the same journey. We're just taking a different path. And that's absolutely
right. And I know, I mean, it can be found, I mean, even within, gardening and any form of exercise, even when you're painting and stuff like that, you're ticking off a lot of those boxes as well. So yeah, the point is, find what feels good for you. It's look at those three areas and see what is most natural for you. What's the most natural way for you to be able to meet these things in your life on a daily basis.
And not forgetting how you feel. You use that word feeling then, and it's how it feels. And I'm going to put this out there because we go through life, and I've been no different. I don't really want to say what I want to say, but I'm feeling uncomfortable, perturbed, angst about, I know I should be saying something or acting or doing something different, but I go with the flow anyway, and then it upsets or used to upset my psyche. You know intuitively that what you're about to say or what you're about to do is not resonating with you. So what I say is feel it first, and if it does not feel right, your body is telling you you need to do it differently or something different, or you shouldn't be doing that or saying it or whatever it happens to be. You have to learn to listen and interpret your own body. But the best way I can tell you is feeling. If it does not feel right, it is not right.
Right, definitely. So here we go. You work with what you call the feeling body, and I'd love to know what that kind of means. What does that mean for you?
Okay, so sort of moving on really from what I just said is that from an early age, especially with my stepfather, who was an abuser, really, a physical abuser, a bully, really. But I've gone over that now. I've learned to love him and I understand his journey now. And I thank him because he's taught me a lot. But in the early days, particularly the hypnagogic stage, from 0 to about 7, I could never quite express myself. I wasn't really allowed to, I suppose, in many ways when my stepfather came along. So you were afraid to say anything, because I remember when I first met him, and this is the truth, me and my brother had been in a home for a little while, and I remember coming home, and this new home, and he was in there, and my mom said, "This is your new daddy." Bearing in mind, I'd never met my father until I was 9 years of age. Well, I did, but I didn't know. I had no relationship with him. And I went, "You're not my dad." And I said something else. The result of that, I was chastised right there and then on that first day. And I realised then there's only so much I could say. It had to be to please rather than not to displease. But I remember feeling all this stuff in my body, and upset, and I'd go away and I'd get in the cupboard and I'd go with the dog and I'd cry to Kerry, who was my dog, and I would say, "Nobody understands me." I just couldn't get it out. My mother was dealing with 5 other children. She had her hands full on this man. And it was a struggle for her. But I remember just growing, thinking I could feel all this stuff inside, and the only way I could express it is by going away and crying. And I did a lot of crying when I grew up, when I was growing up. And then I realised that actually later on, and really through my work, this has evolved because I've had to go back to visit all those times to get understand what that little girl was feeling at that time. And then it was like, I call it layers of sand. Every time something happened and I got hurt, I couldn't express it, I couldn't find resolution. Nobody knew how to tell me or teach me, and I wouldn't tell them. So it was compact on top of each other, layers of sand. And as I got older, when I learned to work on myself, those layers of sand, I could blow them away to where, and I'm still blowing them away today. All them feelings burnt up inside of me, and then I would act out, I'd get mad about things. And then I learned that actually, one day when I was working, I realized that I got this feeling. And when I got this feeling, come on, with that feeling came a memory of that little girl sat on that step asking a question. And the question was, sorry, one of my things in life, are you coming? I need to know. So one of my teachers used to call me the question girls. I needed to know. And what that was about, when we was in the home, my mum, I didn't always know when she was going to come and see us. I said, I wonder if she's coming. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. And I was often disappointed. So this was inside of myself. And this day, when I was doing a little bit of work on myself, all these emotions came up, and I was sat meditating, and I was just crying. There was no noise. It was just crying. The memory came up in my mind of this little girl, and it was me. And I was sat next to my brother, and I was crying and saying, is she coming? Is she coming? I want to know. But what I realised, which is the important thing, after phoning my brother to say, was that true? Was that memory? Because I've got all the good memories around the bad memories. And he said, don't you remember that? And I said, no, I don't. But what I realised after that, when I had faced that in the reality of how it is, I looked at it, I realised that I didn't have that hurt and that same pain anymore, because I'd seen it, I'd looked at it, I'd acknowledged it, I realised what it was, and so therefore I could then let it go. So I started to, through my work with other people, that actually, rather than going from the traditional way I've been taught, I started to say, what do you feel? Ask anybody that works with, how do you feel today? Or we end with how do you feel? We begin with how you feel. When they've expressed something, how do you feel? Well, I don't know, but how does it feel? Try and describe it to me. And we always end up back from that feeling to a memory or a trauma that has happened in life. So that's what I say, the feeling body. I work with the feeling body because everything gets trapped within our body, through some past trauma, emotion, or buried pain. So if we can tap into that, get to the root cause of that, then we can heal ourselves and release so many things. And people don't really realize what we do, is we feel something and we know it's a feeling that we don't want, we don't like it. So what do? We bat it away. We don't face it. And until we start facing things, we will never get a true resolution or healing of that situation. So the feeling body is amazing. Amazing. And it's free. No drugs there.
And so, did you just say no drugs there?
Yeah, no drugs there. No tablets. Tablets don't do it.
That's hilarious, because as you were talking, you were taking me back to one of my ayahuasca experiences, and it was showing me the very moment I was born, and then me growing up into life, and all these different handprints of people were being put on me. Their ideas of who I should be, what I should be, molding me into this person that I was at that point. But I felt it all being stripped away. And when you could, like you said, when you can see these things all face on and where they've all come from, like I literally was able to identify a lot of issues through all these different handprints. Oh my God, they did that, and they did that, and they did that. And, oh my God, okay, that's not me. That was all them. So
you believed it, particularly if you're in them younger years. And what we say in EFT and Matrix is the writing on your wall. And I love to do this when I'm working. Sometimes I get a whiteboard and I'll just say, okay, who's been writing on your wall and what have they said? Which then become our limiting beliefs. So you are not good enough. And I want to share a story with you. You are not good enough, okay? Don't do that. But let me read this story, tell you this story. There's a lady called Sarah, and I met her through our training on our EFT journey. a matrix, and she was beautiful, and she wore the most vibrant colours, orange coat, you know, yellow shoes. She looked very beautiful, really expressed herself, but she never ever smiled. And this day, we, you know, as when you do your training, who wants to be the guinea pig? I'm always the first one up there. But Sarah went up this day, and our teacher, Carl Dawson, was working on her, and something came out about this. And what had happened, so she's going through the tapping and the memories and the pressures coming unstuck from her. And what came out of that is when Sarah was a little girl, and correct me on the ages, so when you of your first photograph at school, which is about 5, is it 4, something like that?
Around there.
Yeah. So before this, about a couple of days before this, she'd fallen and broken her front teeth. And her mom said these words, and these words came from love. Sarah, don't smile, you will look ugly. And that went so far into her body and her mind, she never forgot it. And so if she did ever kind of smile, she would do this subconsciously. And when she came out of that learning, oh my gosh, she was beaming like a Cheshire cat. But it was those words. And now they were from, I mean, I'm sure all of us listening can resonate with that, but those few words, how that came from love, impact, and she was 50 odd at this age.
Yeah.
So quite amazing. So, you know, words, what's on your board? Who has been writing on your board? You're not good enough, you'll never do it, you'll never amount to anything. Teacher, parent, family, friends, brothers, sisters, who? You know, we have to undo all of that because words are so powerful. But not only are they powerful, they go in the body. They go into the body. And often when I'm working with people, I can see where that trauma has gone in, those words, because I hear this or I see this, or they're copying their body somewhere. So body language plays a huge part in where people are feeling the pain. And what we do as well when I work with that feeling body, they have to identify where the pain is in the body. So it's not just feeling it, so where are you feeling that? So it could be the throat, which, as you well know, is an indicator of communication. It could be in the heart, you know, it could be in the stomach, you know, it could be around here, which might be the liver, who knows? But it's wherever it comes, and that's why using different modalities come in very well for different people, but it's always with the feeling body and the trapped feelings and emotions and pain that have been buried alive.
Which is why I love EFT so much, because for me that's like full on awareness of the trauma in the moment. It's like, doesn't matter what happens to you in life, you've got this. You don't have to take that into tomorrow. You've got to live it now. I'm sorry about that. But if you do this, you know, or do this, you are not going to carry that with you into tomorrow. And it's powerful, people. I mean, and I've had some pretty full-on traumatic experiences and used that tool immediately. Yes. And I really believe that I never took any of that trauma with me. Not the same way that other things happen, because I was aware and I was able to energetically release it from myself. So that tool is an amazing one.
And the other thing I would say as a little tip from me is this, is that when you experience something, so that we're still working on ourselves, those past traumas, past hurts, past pains, but as moving forward, so we can try and keep ourselves clear, our feeling body clear, is what I say is, if you have a traumatic event or experience, or somebody says something to you that's upset you, you must deal with it in the immediate moment or the immediate aftermath. And what I mean by that is, of course, if you're in the middle of a lecture or something like that and something hits you, you can't deal with it, but go home, sit down or sit in your car and look at it. The reality of how it is, what happened there? Why did I feel such pain or emotion, or what came up for me? And sit with it and deal with it right there and then. And then you're not building again on what already is there. Very important.
Yeah, definitely. And especially, you know, once you've been doing so much work on yourself and with yourself and just, you know, evolving all the time, there's no point in adding any more layers to, you know, all this work that you're doing. You know, we need to, and these challenges are always going to happen. So it's, you know, just that is one of the tools that really helps us in those moments.
Yeah, clearing the path forward, definitely.
Yeah. So I know that you and I both obviously got a lot of fascination with the mind, and we've touched upon the words that we're using and how powerful they really are. So let's elaborate a bit more as to why these words are so important that we're using.
Oh gosh, yeah, words are so important for us, because they impact our emotions, and they create thoughts and images within our mind, and beliefs, limiting beliefs. So this is why we should always be mindful of what we say and how we say it and to who we say it. And I'm talking with EFT Matrix. I've not done it personally, I have to admit. I've gone right back to day one, but I've never gone into the womb. But I've witnessed going back into the womb where this lady was hearing her mother and her father fighting, and the mother didn't want her. The result of that was, or didn't want to have a child, but the result of that was that she grew up with a disconnection from her mother, because she can remember that. So we have to go back and clear all of that. So even when that child is 6 months and they're sat in the rocker and you're criticizing the father or the mother to your friend, that child is taking all that in, um, on an energy level. They may not quite understand it, but it is there. And I've proven, I've seen it, it's gone back. So words, this is why we must look at what we speak and how we speak, not only to others, our children, but ourselves as well. I used to walk around the house and I used to say, especially when I was doing my training, my journey and my mindfulness and stuff, and I'd pass a mirror and I'd go, oh my gosh, you're like death warmed up. Always use those words to myself. I don't know why. And then I realised how powerful I did. She laughs and I had to say to my husband and my children, look, mommy, me, your wife, I'm going through a journey and I have to change the words that I'm using. So I may say something to you and I may snap at you or be tactless. And I want you to give me just 30 seconds for me to grab myself and realize it. And if I don't, then you can do what you need to do. But otherwise, give me 30 seconds. And to be fair to him, he did do that. And I realized as I turned around that I had said it incorrectly, the wrong way, or it was nasty. And then prior to this, I'd probably just carry on saying something nasty. I'd grab myself and I'd say, I apologize. I'm taking that back in the breath that I said it in. And I'm going to rephrase what I say. So I go, this is what I really meant to say. You say, thank you. And then when I walk past the mirror, the kids would shout, Mom! And they got, and I'd immediately rephrase that because all this became my belief. This became my belief the whole time. People are telling me I'm no good. You know, I remember I was in school when we was in this home, and it was way out, and I was obviously quite shy, a little tiny little thing then, you wouldn't believe it, a little tiny doll. And I had to get up in this class and I had to read. And I remember the Peter Rabbit and the ABC books, I forgot what they were called now, yeah, right, in the corner. And I had to read and I got stuck on a word and I was ridiculed. And I'll never forget that. That affected me for many, many years. I would never want to read. It affected my reading ability. I just wouldn't read. I had to then go to reading class when I got into junior school or infant school, wherever it was. And it was the words from those children laughing and ridiculing me that affected me for a lot of my life. So I think we must be mindful of what we say, particularly to ourselves first. You can say, I'm ugly, I'm fat, I'm this, and you believe it. And the more you say it, like with hypnotherapy, open the gatekeeper, it goes into our subconscious mind and it becomes our belief, and it is difficult to change that. To our children, praise them, love them, support them. You know, I always say hello beautiful people. I always tell people I love them, and it's truth. You know, it's the truth. You know, people need to hear good things, not because they need to hear them, but because it is what feeds our soul, our mind, and our body. So words, never underestimate the words and the impact they have on our physical and our emotional body, without a shadow of a doubt. And the words that you say can make such a difference. There's a lady called Denise, I won't mention her surname, but she'll probably watch this and comment at some point when I tell her. But she went, yeah, she went on a course in London, worked at the weekend. She met a lady, never knew her before in her life, and they got chatting. So you know, like you do at workshops, you end up having coffee and stuff with people. She went off. Denise is full of positivity, you know, talks about pony, talks about spirituality, you know, she's amazing. And anyway, she went off in their separate ways. 18 months later, Denise found herself on this workshop with this lady. This lady kept scurrying over to Denise. Denise, I want to tell you something. And Denise said, oh, hi. Don't know the lady's name. She said, what is it? She said, I want to thank you. She said, what for? And I cried when she told me this. She said, what for? What do you want to thank me for? She said, I came to that workshop knowing that that was my last chance. And that night I was going home to commit suicide. But your positive vibration and your words to me gave me a new lease of life. So how powerful is that? So you don't know how you can affect somebody's life, really. You know,
Yeah,
so all this that you're doing
absolutely.
and people like us is so beneficial. Forget the drugs, forget the tablets. You know, when what happened to the days when you could just go to the doctors and you'd have a good old 10 minutes, a good natter with him or your neighbour next door, and you came out feeling better. Your mom, your grandmother, my mother, and her grandmother would have been the first to tell you that the basics are getting away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, definitely. Yeah, I resonate with so much of that. I mean, I currently do a challenge in the spiritual development group on Facebook where I choose a word each month to explore, and we kind of create these mind maps as as a visual representation to our thought process behind particular words and all these beliefs and stuff that come up around it. And it's not only interesting to see all the associations that you have with a word, it's also very interesting to see the synchronicities that start happening when you start focusing on a word, because it's also creating a reality. So you're focusing on this one thing. Everyone saw me last year focus on the word goddess, and it blew me away. It blew me off my feet. It opened up this whole new reality because I was had set that intention to really try and align myself with what that word means to me. So again, going even deeper with the words that we use and just becoming more conscious of what attachments we have around them, because, for example, the word challenge excites me now. But for the old Frankie or perhaps another person, the word challenge brings on some anxiety and fear. And we can flip that, once you start looking at it, you can start cat sicked up on my laptop.
Oh dear. Gonna get it alive.
Bad kitty.
Much words.
Yeah. That's all right, Kat. Thank you for being with us.
Oh yeah. For your hopes of survive. But what you're saying, creating your reality, is absolutely that. We create our reality with our words. So what we talk about, we bring about. If I'm saying, oh, it's not good, everything's not working, nothing's going to happen, if you can have an open mind and then start to feel, believe, and see, visualization is amazing as well. Is visualize what you want. I'm telling you, I'm living proof that starts to come to you. And it doesn't have to be chasing all the time. You just have to feel it and believe it and know that it's coming your way and want it. Really.
Yeah. And also worth coming into that, because knowing that you deserve it, knowing that you're worth it, knowing that you're worthy, all of those things is yet another thing to have to align with, to be able to get everything in order. So through all this wonderful work that you're doing and connecting with all the different kinds of people that you are connecting with all around the planet, I would love to know what you feel the greatest need of people is.
Okay, I gave this a little bit of thought, this is what I came up with, and I brought them down so I would remember, because I wanted to make sure we got them out there. So I put down here, to be able to express yourself clearly, and a big word I always use is speak your truth. To be able to express yourself, and for us to allow other people to express themselves positively and look at it positively, even if it comes out wrong. or may come, you take it offensively or something, but allow them to express their truth. This is one thing to keep us clear. And to be heard. We need to be heard. And also to be loved without a shadow of a doubt, to be nurtured, um, and encouraged, no matter what the dream is. So many people want to take the wind out of our sails, you know, even if it's something that's a bit woo-woo to that person, you know, so why do you want to do that? Don't go and pursue that career in spirituality. You go and be go and work down in the factory, you'll have a job for life type of thing, you know, but no, I think people need to, expression, in my opinion, is definitely, and I think from a very early on, I feel that um, that that expression should be offered via schools, by, and I know a lot in America, a lot of, and here now have counsellors or whatever you want to call them, where children can go to, but I don't feel just children that particularly are seen to be having an issue, but the silent ones as well should have that go-to person in their school or their organisation. I think everybody, and I think meditation should definitely be at the beginning of everybody's life curriculum, wherever it has to be. So yeah, definitely. I think that, in my opinion, is what people need the most. And I think if they get those foundations in and learn about themselves, the feeling body, and their emotions, I think it's so, so important to start it down here with the children to, well, what am I feeling? Well, I just the meditation on a group I know to the children, and I'm doing another one on Monday. But I want to. I've taken through the feeling body. So what am I feeling? Why am I feeling? What's that emotion? To question it, to be curious about it, so that they and we can get greater clarity and understanding, you know, of us. Really, just get to know us, get to know ourselves. That, I hope that answers your question. Um,
Definitely, and you know, I'm aligned with that answer because of seeing that need. I felt very strongly about working with people, helping them to understand what truly holding space for another person entails. Mainly, this work is focused on my women's sacred feminine priestess path, just helping other women because, you know, I've just seen it within lots of circles of ladies not knowing how to hold space for each other, being judgmental, being conditional with their friendship, with their support, with their love. And yeah, so, you know, truly being able to hold space for a person, it allows them to be seen, it allows them to be heard, it allows them to just express themselves, not have to be politically correct or worry about who they're going to offend. Just allow them to say what's in their heart. And 9 times out of 10, they'll heal just from being able to get that out, to just to an open heart and an honest audience.
I think the other thing as well is to remember is that, which, because we have this feeling body, that we are going to resonate with some people more than others, and for different things. So I think that's also important. So it's not that you're not loved and not cared for. It's just that maybe that person is not the ideal person to work with you or be with you, and maybe a few years down the line it will be that person, or another person will come in. Because one of my sayings is, people come onto our path of life for a reason or a season. Some stay all of your life, some stay a little while, but one of the questions you must always ask yourself is, what have I learned from this relationship?
Right.
You know, what was my lesson here? And it could be anything. It could be just to be loved. It could be, you know, she might teach you how to knit, you know, might teach you, lead you, or introduce you to people that are more aligned with your path. You don't know, but there's always some learning through every relationship that we have, no matter how long or small or short it is, without a shadow of doubt. Oh, yeah.
Definitely. It's a school, and everyone that we're encountering is here to be learned from in one way or another. We just have to be open and willing students to what life is trying to share.
You've got to be open, like you just said, and willing, which is what you just said, absolutely. And I think you've got to have that curiosity if it's there, and you've got to be strong enough to be able to follow that path yourself. So when I went to all the spiritual churches and all the meetings, I didn't go with anybody else to drag somebody else along that was unwilling. I just got on with
in your heart.
myself. So because if you are drawn to something in your heart so much, then you must listen to that body. There was another little story for you. There was a lady called Rita, and I worked with her, and she was a Greek lady. So I'm not great with the Greek culture, but I'll explain. She had a mother and a mother-in-law, both in Grace. She had a husband here and 2 children. And before she met her husband, she was very much into the spiritual realm, very much like we are, very deep into it. But her husband poo-pooed it, so therefore she left it. But after she had her second child, she just felt this feeling kept coming up. She was overwhelmed with it, and then this is how she came to me, because she felt pressured because her mother-in-law and her mother would call her, and the first question out of 2 questions was, why, when you're having a baby, you've got lots of grandchildren, and you're too thin, you need to be fat. You need to get fatter, basically. And this pressure was on her constantly. To the end, she had to actually listen to herself, and it was her spiritual self that was coming through, thinking that I don't want to be with the tradition of my culture. I want to follow my spiritual path. And eventually, she did lose her husband through it, but she did step onto her spiritual path, and she is so much more a happier person, and her children are happy children because of a result of their mummy's happiness,
Right.
because she's being her authentic self. So but this pull, what I loved about her is that she had it, she cut it off, and then she was making herself ill, because she couldn't express it, and when she finally accepted it, everything changed.
Yeah.
So we have to be our authentic self and follow that calling, and you will feel it in that feeling body. You'll hear it in your mind. You might not quite understand it at first, but you will. And typically happens, in my opinion, through my soul plan readings, is about 35 to 45. That's when our soul starts saying to us, hey, okay, you've done all the worldly things, you've learned to walk, you've had your children, you've been educated, you've got your home, you've travelled, whatever. Now, your children have perhaps grown up or growing up. Now your soul is saying, come on, Susan, let's get on with what we're meant to be doing.
Right.
So earlier, sometimes it's later. So yeah, definitely listen to that body, listen to that feeling body.
Yeah, definitely. And seems as hopefully everybody has had more of a chance to be able to, will have more of a chance to listen to us, and they'll be able to get in contact with Susan if you want any help with getting in touch with your own feeling body. Don't forget to explore her website and join her Facebook page, Minding the Soul. I'll be putting up some links and stuff. This video is going to be on YouTube. I'll just edit it once I'm finished. And yeah, we'll be sharing all this wisdom with lots of people that hopefully will benefit from hearing all this right now. And I'm just really grateful for you sharing with me today all your wonderful wisdom and your stories. Your stories are pretty cool. We're all remember Susan's story. No apologies necessary. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. Don't change a thing. No, it's been a pleasure to learn a little bit more about you. Obviously, this is just a very small snippet of everything that you are. So, yeah, everybody just don't forget to check out Susan's website and stay in touch with our spiritual development group as well, because I'll be posting some more interviews with more wonderful people. And yeah, thank you so much again, Susan, for being with me.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for the opportunity. Very much appreciated.